The featured company is a paid client of Proactive Group Holdings, and this recording is disseminated by Proactive on its behalf.
Welcome back inside our Proactive newsroom, and joining me now is Don Curry. He is the CEO of Hillcrest Energy Technologies, joining us from our OTC studios in New York City. And Don, it's good to see you. How are you?
I'm doing great. How are you, Steve?
I'm doing very well. Excited. I know you've had some big news out. We'll talk about that in just a second. But for those not familiar, tell me a little bit about Hillcrest Energy Technologies.
We're a power conversion company. Simply put, we develop inverter technology for across the electrification spectrum, whether it's mobility, so traction, think of EVs, or for data centers, so on and so forth. And we're the world's, that we're aware of at this power level, we're the world's only provider of zero voltage switching technology or soft switching technology.
Yeah. So for people who don't understand that, maybe you can kind of explain how the technology works and what makes this particular technology so important to EV vehicles and data storage, as you mentioned.
Yeah, what exists today is what they call hard switching. So the existing inverter technology from the battery to the motor, you've gone from the battery, which is DC, to the motor, which is AC, and you have to convert that power, and it's called hard switching. And it has you can have high switching frequencies, but it has trade-offs. It has electrical magnetic interference problems. It has certain things that cause a problem. So you have to pay to protect against using that technology, but that's all that exists. We've developed a more efficient technology that allows for, it has lower EMI. It treats the system better. So it still converts the power from the battery to the motor, but it uses less battery power. It has lower EMI. It's a far more efficient, far higher efficient technology that has higher switching frequencies, eliminates switching losses, which cost money, and has better thermal control.
I know that in researching the company that you've signed a lot of deals and you've been working with a lot of people all around the world that want to utilize this type of technology.
Yeah, on the EV side, we've done very, very well demonstrating the commercial prototype, and we've had serious interest. I think the most progressive part of that is that we have a global tier one supplier, about a $3 billion value, that is going through a two-phase development where they're showing that our technology can be implemented into their inverter platform. So that's very positive. We're probably about a month away from finishing phase one, maybe a week earlier, a week later. So we're very happy with that. We have serious interest from the automotive industry and global tier one suppliers, but it's a slower moving cycle. It takes a long time to get in there and get a customer. So I think because our technology works outside of EV and across the other spectrum, we're focusing very aggressively now on things like data centers, solar, wind, energy storage, that sort of thing, where it's not about sales and cycles, it's about keeping up and keeping ahead of the competitors.
Okay. You had some big news out yesterday, and that was the announcement of a memorandum of understanding with the Pasqua First Nation. Tell me a bit about this. This is a key one for the company.
I think so too. We've been looking for a foundational partner, and there's two steps with working with the Pasqua First Nations. They're looking to invest into the company Hillcrest, and then we'll have a commercialized private entity on the side that Hillcrest owns some, they own some. Now, we're very proud to be a Canadian technology with a worldwide application. This is very important to us, and we've got a Canadian partner, a Saskatchewan-based Canadian partner that is knowledgeable about the industry. They're part of a 200 megawatt wind farm conglomerate, and so that they understand electrification, so on and so forth. And in staying in Canada and with the current situation, having an Indigenous partner and ourselves, we've already started working with provincial and federal governments about federal backing for this made in Canada, worldwide application products. So I think we found the right partner. We're very, very happy to have been able to get involved with them and have them show their support for us, and look forward to working with them a long way down in the future.
All right. I mentioned you're at our the New York studios that we have at the OTC market, and obviously the U.S., Don, I would think is a pretty big one for you as well. Lots to get people to tell your story about what you're doing in the United States.
Yeah, this is a perfect forum for us, and we appreciate it. The CSC brought us down as one of 6 members to be able to participate and present at this place, or at this forum, and it's been very, very good. We did a presentation first thing this morning. Already had people come up and say we want to talk. So there's a lot of interest here, and the U.S. market. Let's face it. Once you can start accessing the U.S. market in a bigger way, that's something that every company strives to do. Just the investment public is that much bigger and stronger here. They understand electrification. They need better electrification here. So this was a really good stepping stone for us the day after we were able to announce the MOU with Pasqua.
Yeah. Convert them to the inverter, as you say.
There you go.
Don, thanks so much. Good to see you, and we'll talk soon, okay?
As always, thanks very much, Steve. Appreciate it.
All right, there's Don Curry, the CEO of Hillcrest Energy Technologies.
The featured company is a paid client of Proactive Group Holdings, and this recording is disseminated by Proactive on its behalf. It is for informational purposes only and does not constitute investment advice, an offer, or a solicitation to buy or sell any securities. Viewers should conduct their own research and consult a qualified financial advisor before making investment decisions. The views expressed are those of the speaker and do not necessarily reflect those of Proactive Group Holdings, trading as Proactive Investors or its affiliates. No responsibility is accepted for any loss arising from reliance on the information presented.